Hi, I'm David Seymour, and with me today we've got John Chow, who is the franchise owner of Stonewood Homes, but also a key person in a number of other major projects. John, thank you for taking the time to have a talk to me. Okay, John has come from a really interesting background, from running a fish and chip shop in Wellington to now over a $500 million business asset. John, quite a journey that you've had. What inspired you to get into the whole building industry to start with?
Start off with always just looking for way to add value, because in Hong Kong you got very tiny space. So when I come over, I got opportunity, then how can we be more creative in a limited space to do more things?
Right. Your first project, John, what was that? Tell us about your first project that you ever undertook. Was it 20 years ago?
Yeah, so about 18 years ago when I bought the building in Willis Street, this Just Hotel, that now we sold it, now Trinity Hotel in corner Willis in Dixon Street. I bought the building at the time, it's AA Centre vacant building, and then we converted it into a 60-room hotel.
Right. John, can you tell us a little bit about your biggest project that you've done year to date or time to date?
Yeah, the biggest one we just finished it 3 weeks ago. This Wellington Oaks Hotel.
Yeah.
That is completed value building is about 60 million, 220 rooms.
Right.
We leased it to Minus Group Hotel.
Yep.
Take us about 18-month project. But the dramatic issue or the challenge for that project is halfway through that project in February this year,
yeah.
Aero Construction went under.
Yes, yes.
So that is make whole thing even more challenging, because on the 27th of February we paid them, and 28th they went under.
Wow.
And you can see why they're so challenging.
John, talking about your builder going broke and so forth. So how do you deal with setbacks, delays, missing your targets? I mean, not just financially, but mindset must be a big thing as well.
Yes. So when before they went under, there's a rumor Aero in trouble. So we met with the owner a month ago and looked at his eyes, and he said it's all okay. But anyway, that's history. And when actually happened, so I called Michael, look, we need to call a team meeting. So I got a team of 6 people, I call people, and then my logic is always, when you got a big problem, you can't solve it. So my job is to try to cut down in smaller pieces and bring each pieces to delegate to different people,
right.
And then they can report to me how can we fix it.
Yeah.
And the key also is about teamwork, because I've been working with those people for a long year. Yeah. So the mindset is have to be positive. Otherwise, if you're negative, you can't, nothing going to work.
Nothing's going to happen. Yeah. I'll just point out Michael is John's brother, partner in business.
Yeah, my brother. Yeah, my younger brother.
Are you equal partners?
Yeah, 50-50.
Cool. John, I know from watching you on LinkedIn and things like that, trusting your team's a big thing for you. But you also like to be at the cold front quite often as well, down with the guys doing the business. How's the balance work for you?
So any team member, we need to gain a trust each other, not just me getting trust on them, and also they need to trust on me. So that requires time. It's impossible to trust someone when you just meet them or you just hire them over several months. So it's more about having a transparent expectation. Let them know that's the way I do things. Just tell me how you do your managing different objective and project, and then we share. End of the day, if I'm the employer, we need to agree the process. Yes. And then my job to you is about provide you support and direction. And I'm not going to do your job. I'm hiring you to do your job, and you need to deliver. That's it.
Be accountable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Next challenging question. John, recently I saw your comment about your fear of public speaking, and you do quite a number of presentations around the country. Facing that challenge, and getting over it. What is your advice to other people in similar situations from a business point of view, facing the fear of doing a particular project or a particular task in their business that they're not good at, that gets them wound up? What's your advice to people?
My advice is don't afraid to ask them a question, not afraid to make mistake. End of the day, no project is perfect. Since me, when I first start on the first public speaking, I'm so nervous. But then you, after a couple of times, you asking feedback, you take some video and looking for improvement.
Yeah.
That's where you can improve it.
Yeah.
You're not going to improve it if you've not started.
No,
So,
that's it. That's the point, isn't it?
You need to start.
You can't get better
Yeah.
if you don't
Start.
actually engage into that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Cool. I've said that before on video, so here you go. From a man who's done it and doing it still. That's a great answer. Thank you for that, John. John, we know that in business it's always advantageous if you want to get from A to B in business that you've got to set some goals. What sort of procedure do you go through for setting goals? I mean, do you have day, weekly, monthly, 5-yearly goals? What are some of your sort of strategies towards goals?
So I'm a big fan of having a measurable goal. Usually I set a 5-year goal and then break down in the 12 month and then break down in the monthly.
Yes.
And when you set a 5-year goal, that goal needs to be but more aggressive, because you don't want to set up something you can achieve. You want to push yourself a boundary. For example, if I'm going to make $1 million, I won't push myself a target is to make $2 million. But even if I make $1.5 million, I'm still better than what my original goal. So
Exactly.
you set the target slightly better than what you can do and push yourself. And then have a positive. And also every regular, you just need to review your goal and whether the meeting and where things went wrong, and then just fine tune it.
Fine tune it, yep. Keep focused on it,
Yep.
keeping focused. Having it written down,
Yeah.
if otherwise it's just a dream, isn't it?
Also, I'm not just even written down. I also tell everyone.
Tell
So
everybody.
everyone will monitor me.
Yes.
That they need to. Hey, John, you told me to do that. What happened? So I let people know openly. I let
Yes.
on my LinkedIn. I want to build 10 hotels by 2024.
Yes.
I let everyone know.
Yes. One of the things was, if you don't mind me mentioning it, is the Rolls Royce.
Yep.
That was one of your goals in life, wasn't it, to buy
Yep.
the Rolls Royce?
Yep.
John has just bought himself a brand new Rolls Royce. What's it like to achieve that level?
Yeah, it's. I have shared that my story, and people think it's also in Newton is. I also be quite mindful about tall poppy syndrome.
Yes.
So, but anyway, I make my own money. Fuck that, you know.
Yeah.
I
This is your
spend my
choice.
money.
Yes.
And don't pay too much attention to other people think of you. You do whatever you find comfortable.
Yes.
And then.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, look, one of my goals way back when I was selling, but it wasn't actually business related. One of them was I wanted to buy a muscle car.
Yep.
So we've bought a Mustang.
Yep.
Secondly, something totally unrelated to business was I wanted to get my leg tattooed.
Yep.
Now a lot
Have
of
you
people,
done
yep. Well, it's only to the knee because after that it started to get a bit sore.
Okay.
But I'm not going to take my pants off and show you. But the thing is it was part of my written goal, and at the end of that year I could sit down and I could actually say, look, I've achieved these things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very powerful.
Cool. Another question for you, John. The word unstoppable. You used that more than once before now. What does the word unstoppable mean to you?
To me, is keep me motivated. To me, is don't look back, don't regret what you do, and always facing forward, facing the future.
Yeah.
I'm 49 this year. You know, probably when I'm turning 60 or 70, probably unstoppable will be a different meaning.
Yes.
But today, unstoppable to me is going forward, aim for your goal, and dream big and do big things.
Yeah. So would that mean not letting other people tell you what you should or can't, or maybe what's not achievable?
Yeah, there's some degree. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in business, there's always, as you say, the tall poppy syndrome that you've got to be a bit careful of.
Yeah.
But at the other end of it, you've got to be aware of, hey, this is what I want to do. I'm going to give it a good shot, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Now, John, you've got a question for me.
Yes, we've been connect for the last 3 to 6 months, and I think you've been consistent, give me a like and comment. Thank you for that.
Yes.
But one thing I want to ask you is about 3 or 4 days ago, you sent me a message. You want to connect with me and do an interview like today.
Yep.
I just want to find out from you what is the drive behind it. Why me and what the different now you meet me now and from the social media. What are the big difference?
Okay. Well, the first one, you replied, which is an absolute bonus. As you say, on LinkedIn, I've been following you for a while now.
Yep.
I like your positivity, the way you deliver, even when something hasn't gone quite right. You go, hey, we're going to maneuver around this and we're going to be there, we're going to do it. I mean, recently you tripped to Hong Kong, for example, despite what's going on in Hong Kong at the moment. You said, no, I'm unstoppable. I'm still going to have this meeting and go to this convention and do this. So I like that part of your story. But I also really do value the story coming from your humble beginnings to where you are now. There's a lot of courage in that.
I don't have a silver spoon behind me.
Yeah. You know, like it's you haven't had money chucked at you to go and make your way in the world. You have done everything that you've done for you know, on your own grounds and on your own terms. And to me, that's inspiring. I mean, given more time, if I hadn't had a terminal illness, I may have been one of the biggest real estate writers in New Zealand. Who knows? But unfortunately, my terminal illness has drawn that to a close. So now my objective is to deliver to the people out there, the salespeople, the new business people, some messages of hope.
Being positive.
Yeah, being positive. Talk about goal setting, encouraging people to extend themselves a little bit.
Challenging the status quo.
Yeah, absolutely. And by having someone like yourself on the nitty gritty of selling is an absolute bonus. So thanks very much, John.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks for your time.
Thank
and
you.
To appreciate your call. And I actually, when I talked to Julie, I'm meeting with a guy. On the wheelchair, called Davis. It's David Seymour. I said, I think the way it's so small.
It is small.